Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And as you can see, I'm back in my craft room. And I'm so happy to be home. It was a very relaxing, very healing, quick little trip that my husband took me on. And I so appreciate him for taking such good care of me and for just helping me to, get my mojo back a little bit and to just heal and refresh and restore myself. I showed you a little bit of what we saw. We saw elk, and I absolutely adore elk. Oh my goodness. They are so precious. And when we drove through the park and it was evening and they were out there getting their evening meal and the sun was just going down. So that's why the mountains looked extra blue in the video. And if you didn't see it, go back Wednesday and Monday, and those two episodes show a little bit of our time in Tennessee in the Great Smoky Mountains. But when I saw that baby snuggling up to mama and, getting some milk, I just melted inside, and I just love them. And I know it's kind of funny, but, their faces are adorable, but their little back ends are just perfect because, and this is from a crochet standpoint, this is from a color standpoint, and I know you're going to get where I'm coming from, but, they're this gorgeous brown, and then they have this little section of their tail area that's just a lighter brown, and it's just so adorable. I know, I'm weird. What can I say? I'm a mama, so you know what they say about certain babies only a mama can love. Well, I do love a little elk booty, so I just think it's so adorable. But anyway, I love the colors. And so anyway, since I've come back, I thought maybe you might want to see my messy craft room. And do you want to see my messy craft room? Okay, if anybody asked me, do you want to see my messy craft room? I would be going, yes. Yes, I want to see your messy craft room. I would love to see your messy craft room. So I took a little video earlier and I just kind of panned it around the room. I'm going to show it in just a second. The first part of what you'll see is a shelving unit that I think came from some kind of store. I don't know whether it was a video store. We don't have those anymore. Or a bookstore. Not really sure. One of my sons had acquired it from somewhere. And so anyway, it was left for me. So I utilized it. But as you can see, and I'm looking at it right now, when you look at the video, you'll see Red Heart yarn, Red Heart Super Saver. You'll see some Karen Simply Soft. You'll see some other unusual yarns that I picked up on sale at Hobby Lobby. I don't know. There's some Yarn Bee in there, and then there's some alpaca yarn, and I don't know. Anyway, a lot of it has its guts still hanging out because, I had used the yarn for something and then I just shoved it up there. A lot of them are too long for the shelf, so I shoved it up there, and about this much still hangs off the edge. Oh, and I'm sorry, my nose is itching, and excuse me. So sorry. I did yawn. I'm sorry if you caught that yawn. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyway, if you figure it out, you just let me know, okay? Anyway, so there's some guts hanging out and everything. And, I would walk by, and if my arm caught it just right, then boom, one of the Red Heart Super Savers would fall on the floor, and then I'd have to shove it back up there. And I just got a little tired of that. And then as you pan around the room, you'll see a couple heads that I had the brilliant idea of I would put hats on them or whatever, But the heads are lightweight styrofoam, and I don't have them mounted on anything. So, anytime I do anything, the heads are like plop, plop. So yeah, that was fun. I don't have a mannequin yet, and I think I want one, but that'll probably be a bust too. So I'll wait until I find one on sale or at a yard sale. So sorry, catching more yawns. I do have some water. I'm going to drink a little bit of water. Maybe that'll help wake me up. And then as you pan around the room, I know you've seen the blue shelf where I had some eclectic things up there. There's a pair of boots that I had in high school. I think it was 1982 or 1983. I'm pretty sure it was 1982. And so, yeah, they're kind of old. But, I only wore them that one year. And my daughter-in-law, Brianna, borrowed them one time. And she polished them up for me. And she did a really great job. I was so amazed when I got them back. Because, we're talking decades that they had not been touched or cared for at all. And she really polished them up nicely. And so they're gorgeous. But anyway, they're on the shelf there. I want to find a place to store them where they can be shown off, because they're really cute dingo boots. They were expensive back then. So, I think I paid like, I don't know, in 1982, $100 for them or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, I was in high school. I babysat. I saved my money. I bought boots. What do you know? Anyway, then you pan around and you'll see two bookshelves and they're piled with stuff. And then pan around, there's, a window, and then this shelf unit here. And so my goal is to, I've started caking up yarn. So all of the Red Heart Super Saver that was on that shelf, I just started randomly pulling. I haven't pulled it all, but I just started randomly pulling it and see. So here's this one, and then this one was school colors. You can see it's burgundy and gold, and so in our household we are Gator fans. So obviously this, if you know anything about Florida, this is the rival team color. But I thought it was really pretty, and I do know some people who are Seminole fans, so I do love you, and I will make something for you in your colors. I don't care. We're more than college teams around here. And, just some random colors. So, now this one, there's a funny story, okay? This one is actually the first part of this one. And so I frogged something. I was just playing around with this yarn, this is Red Heart Super Saver. You can use this and just play around and practice a stitch or whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. So anyway, I had frogged this. I put it on I'm going to move this right here. I put it right here on my yarn winder, and I was winding yarn. I was winding this cake of yarn, and I'm winding away and not paying any attention. And you can see how it kind of has a little issue right there. And honestly, I don't even know at this point. I think this was the bottom and then this was the top. But anyway, it started getting an issue and I didn't pay attention, and I'm winding, and I'm like going to town. And this ball, this thing flew across the room, and I was like, what just happened? So anyway, it was about this same size. It flew off of the yarn winder onto the floor, and so I tried putting it back on, and I'm, winding, and it's just getting caught under and over, and it's just making this mess. So I pulled it off the yarn winder. I set the cake on the floor and pulled the center, and I started over. So I recaked this. Well, as you can see, I don't know. I think this is crazy yarn. This just did not want to cooperate, and I don't know why, because this is the same yarn. And look, I mean, it looks fine. You know, it looks fine. So I don't know. Anyway, it wasn't happy yarn. So I ended up stopping right here before it flew off again. I never had that happen before. I was like, what's happening? So anyway, that was funny. But you know, I have lots of colors of the Red Heart Super Saver, and I can use it for amigurumi. This is a really pretty purple. Actually, you know what? This purple was not Red Heart Super Saver. This was Walmart Mainstays. And if I can be honest with you, this Walmart Mainstays is softer than the Red Heart Super Saver. Oh, and last night after work, I was winding up some yarn. It was this one. Yeah. This one's extra stiff. I don't know why, but I was like going to town, and if you watched the video where Lori was helping me with the Swift, and she was holding tension while I used the ball winder. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to use some tension. So I had some tension going with this finger. I got a rug burn from my yarn because apparently I was going so fast that the yarn was going through my fingers so fast, it burned. Now, it didn't leave a permanent mark. Well, there's a little bit of red right there on my thumb, but it didn't leave a permanent mark, but still, dang, this yarn. So be careful, people, when you ball up your yarn because you could get injured. So anyway, I have a couple different kinds of pinks, and obviously, you know, we like pink around here. And so anyway, I've started caking this up, and my goal is to cake up all of the Red Heart Super Saver, even if it's a full skein, which I don't think I really have a full skein, because I think that most of it I have used for something, mostly amigurumi. Yeah, I see 3 skeins. There's a green and 2 shades of blue that haven't been touched, but most of it I have pulled some out. Sorry for yawning again. Sorry about that. So anyway, I'm going to stop right here and give you the tour. Okay, hold on. Okay, so you see how messy that is. And I don't even think I showed you the floor. So I've got baskets on the floor, and then I have some bags on the floor that have random yarn in it. And, you know, I packed up some yarn while for the trip. And that way, if I did, you know, complete anything or get to that point, then I would have the yarn to keep working. You know how that goes. So anyway, you always pack more yarn than you think you're going to need. Always. You have to. So anyway, so I still have to unpack that and put that back on the shelf. Oh, I think I showed you this before, but I just felt like, you know, needed a little bit of interest on my shelf there. So this was a Jada and Stitches pattern, I think, for a leaf. And I think it was a leaf. I'm not sure. I don't think it was a hot pad, but I think I made it a little bit bigger than what she had it. I think it was really more like a mug rug. But anyway, this thing's pretty big. It's pretty big. So I just liked it. I like the stitches in it. See that? I like the stitches in it, and I like the way it comes down. It has a little picot here to make like the tip of the leaf. So I just stuck it under the mat on one of those so it could just hang. So anyway, got my little toilet paper roll over there, and I still have to give, oh, look, I have another, forgot about this one. This one's sitting there all by itself. I have lots of colors because I like lots of different colors. I like having all the colors that I may or may not need for an amigurumi project. So if I have something, you know, that calls for a light green, I want to have a light green. And I want to have, and I like using the Red Heart Super Saver for the amigurumi because I just feel like it's a little tougher. I feel like it's not going to pill as fast. I feel like it's going to really hold up in the wash too if they have to wash the, you know, the toy. Let's say the toy, you know, got juice or food or whatever on it from the child, then they would be able to wash it up. But really to make blankets and to make, you know, clothing, I don't really think the Red Heart Super Saver is the way that I'm going to go. I do have Caron Simply Soft, and it's soft, but to me, it's a lighter weight yarn. It's not a size 4 weight yarn. And like I said, I did fall in love with the Hobby Lobby yarn, and I did fall in love with this Hobby Tivoli XL, which is really thick size 4 weight yarn, and it's so soft. So I did fall in love with that. But anyway, so that's my story. I am caking up yarn, and I am going to get this room straightened up. I'm going to have all of these cakes on that short shelf because, you know, the cakes won't fall off of that short shelf. You know, it's about the size that would fit probably one of those old VHS tapes. I'm pretty sure that's probably where it came from. Or, you know, some paperback books or something like that. It's the size like that. So these cakes will fit nicely on that shelf. I want to get all the yarn off of the other shelving units, all of the yarn off, and either caked and put in the brown shelving unit that's that you saw first, or in here somewhere. The 2 shelving units over there, I want to have for whips, for equipment, for, you know, the stuffing, just different things like that. And then in the blue, the wall unit shelf, I think for that, I want to use that as a display, or and also for books. So I want to start collecting some books. I tell you what I'm not going to collect. Let me show you. Do you remember a while ago I had a little, not a rant, but you know, I wasn't pleased with these boy hooks. Remember I was making a joke and saying, boy, it's not cool. So I was caking up this yarn, and in the skein I found this hook. When I tried to teach my husband how to crochet, and he really had it mentally, he just kept saying, my fingers aren't making it work. I'm not making it work the way you do. This hook came out of the skein that I, you know, caked up. This hook is crooked. And this is before I realized that boy hooks were crooked, or that they could be crooked. This was a brand new hook. I took it out of the wrapper and I gave it to my husband. Now, this right here is the flat part. And going up, it should be completely flat. And this hook is headed in that direction. Well, no wonder he kept having trouble. I mean, you know, when you have a grip and you put your thumb on that grip, This needs to line up perfectly. I will never buy another boy hook again. Never. This is not the first one of the boy hooks that were crooked. And I know I bought 2 full 10 or 12 packs, plus lots of single packs of individual hooks. No, if I get a brand new hook and it's not, aligned correctly, that is not cool. It's not cool. And so then as you're crocheting or you're trying to teach someone to crochet and you're snagging and they're thinking, I can't get this. Obviously I'm doing something wrong. I'm just not coordinated enough. And the whole issue is the hook. Yeah. Look, going in the trash. Look. Do you hear that? I threw it away. I'm so over the boy hooks. In fact, I'm going to throw them all away. I just can't even deal with them. Yeah, I have an attitude. I should love more, but I don't love you, boy hooks, let me tell you. You spend money on things and you want them to work. And it's not like it's a mechanical item. It's not like, this yarn winder that spins and could potentially have parts that break. No, it's a solid piece. So I said I was going to stop complaining. Yeah, I'm going to stop right now. Promise. So anyway, that's where I'm at. I am caking these up. I am going to get that shelf organized. I am going to pull. I have more cotton up there. I have some acrylic. I have some scrubby and more cotton. And on this shelf, I have some whips. And up top, there were some baskets. I don't know if you saw any of the baskets or not. I don't know if I, swung that high when I went through. But the first basket, it looks like it has little windows and it has a little yellow chickie hanging out of it. And my sweet sister-in-law got that for me from Indonesia because she knows that I love chickens. And one day I'm going to have some chickens. I just think they're adorable. I want their eggs. And then potentially maybe have some, roasting hens that I won't name because if I do, I won't be able to eat them. But anyway, so she brought me that carry basket that they use in Indonesia to carry their chickens from wherever they're going, wherever they're going. Anyway, they carry their chickens in there. So she brought me that. And so I really like that. And then the other baskets have fabric and notions and size 10 thread because I did used to crochet doilies and I still like crocheting doilies. I just don't have tables to put doilies on and they're a little dated. I do like a good doily though. Yeah, don't have any problem with that. In fact, Lori and I were talking about taking our blue jeans that have little holes and like making a little doily or making like a little thread heart or something and then just kind of sewing it onto the hole. That would be really super cute. Of course, you don't want to have a big old doily on your butt, but well, if you have to go that far, then you need to just throw those jeans away or cut them up and use them for yarn. I have never shown you that before, have I? I used to take blue jeans, old blue jeans, and I would cut them in 1-inch strips, and then I would connect them. There's a special way you connect them. Special way you connect them. You don't tie a knot. You just, special way. I'll show you. And then you take your Q hook and you crochet, crochet, crochet in the round, and then you come up, and then you have this beautiful denim basket. I have got to show you that. Yeah. Okay. That's on my to-do list. Is to get some denim. I think my husband has some old jeans that I can cut up. And the good thing about that is that it doesn't matter if they have holes or if they're raggedy because you're using a whole 1-inch strip of that. And it's just one part of, the project. It's just one part. So it gets all woven in together. And so it's kind of cool. And of course you wash them first. So they're nice and super clean. And so anyway, that is super fun. I really like doing that. And then how cool would that be to use that as one of your whip baskets? a whip basket of a solid denim basket that you cut the jeans and you crochet. You know what? Some of the thrift stores, they have their dollar days, like a Dollar Friday, where they give you a bag, and whatever you can fit in that bag is $1. Go get some jeans. It doesn't matter if they fit. Go get, go get some that you like the color and just start shoving them in that bag. Got an idea. Got an idea. Okay. So I hope that you have a great Friday, and I'm having a great Friday. I'm so glad it's Friday. And I'm sorry, I was really chatty because I missed you guys while I was gone. I know that, I was feeling a little down while I was gone, and but that trip really did help me. And thank you for your sweet messages. Lori and Kelly and Melody, y'all are just so sweet, and you really bless my heart. And I don't know what to say. You guys are just so kind, and I just love you all. I really do. And I appreciate it. And, just really feel all the love and all the hugs and the support. And I just thank you. If any of my viewers, if you're ever having a bad day, post something beneath the video. And I'm telling you what, these ladies will come through for you. They are so sweet. And I know that others will come through for you too. So anyway, we're here to celebrate. We're here to support. We're here to love yarn. And I have a love-hate with Red Heart Super Saver. I really do. I want to love it. I don't hate it. It's just not my favorite. It has purpose. And you know what? I'm really liking it all caked up because now it kind of looks rainbow because I have all kinds of colors. So I'm going to have a rainbow wall up there, and then I'm going to have just the most gorgeous rainbow wall here, and of, all of my Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. It's so soft and awesome. Seems like I have a lot of green lately, but that's okay because I'm going to use it up. I got plans. But first I got to clean the rest of this room up. I'll give you a little snapshot when it gets done. Hopefully it'll be good. I'm hoping to work on it a little bit this weekend. We'll see. And I hope that you have a great rest of the day. I hope you have a great Saturday and Sunday. And I will see you back here on Monday. And I hope that you stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. And maybe ball up some of these yarns. So anyway, I do like this color. It's really bright, really summery. Bye, guys.